Hello, colleagues and friends of the AOA. My name is John Sarwark. I am an orthopedic surgeon in Chicago and a member and fellow of the AOA. And I'm professor of orthopedic surgery at Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine. And I'm pleased to share some thoughts today regarding the pillar recognition of Dr. Mike Schafer. Dr. Mike Schafer is a pillar of the orthopedic surgery community and the American Orthopedic Association, given his long-term contributions to education of orthopedic surgeons over the many years. By his career, Dr. Schafer has, for over 30 years, trained maybe the largest number of orthopedic surgeons currently in the United States. And Dr. Schafer has been deeply committed to orthopedic education and training for orthopedic residents, and also the culture of professionalism within the field. Dr. Schafer had significant impact on the orthopedic community, including the American Orthopedic Association, in the area of education. Dr. Schafer, for more than 25 years, was faculty on the Orthopedic Educators course of the AAOS and was involved with training education in education principles and the culture of our field for all of those 25 years, influencing so many orthopedic surgeons across the country and the world over those years. And as well, Dr. Schafer developed an approach to orthopedic surgery that influenced all of the resident trainees within the program at Northwestern University over many years, a culture of professionalism and enjoyment of their work. I'm happy to share a long personal history of relationship with Dr. Schafer over the many years. And going back to, for me, medical school, when Dr. Schafer was the interim chairman of the Department of Orthopedic Surgery at Northwestern University. Dr. Schafer grew up in Illinois. He grew up first in Peoria, Illinois, and then attended high school in Aurora, Illinois, went to Marmion Military Academy, where he had a significant development of his character, I would say. And I can go into this later. This really influenced him going forward in terms of leadership. After high school in Aurora, Dr. Schafer went off to the University of Iowa. He was involved with University of Iowa football in various levels, and he was involved with the trainers and some of the coaches at the University of Iowa. And this continued on into medical school, where he went on to medical school at the University of Iowa Medical School, and then returned to Chicago. Dr. Schafer returned to Chicago for his residency in the early days of training in orthopedic surgery, and was influenced by many of the current leaders of orthopedic surgery at that time. It was a male-dominated specialty at that time. And Dr. Schafer was involved with the orthopedic education within the field, where he developed a process of a kinder and gentler form of training, whereas it was a pretty difficult training process. To continue with Dr. Schafer's contribution to orthopedic education, Dr. Schafer changed the way orthopedic surgery education was done. In the early days, in the 70s and before, we had many orthopedic surgeons involved with training who were problem educators. That was very difficult to have the development of young orthopedic surgeons without a very challenging environment of orthopedic education. And Dr. Schafer changed the philosophy of orthopedic education to it being about about the learner. And orthopedic education changed at that time, where it was more focused on the learner and not focused on the problem educator. So this was one of the big contributions that Dr. Schafer had at that time. But in addition, Dr. Schafer, the pleasure and the joy that he had out of practice was really shared with all of the colleagues and partners that he had, and the resident trainees that he had. He was extremely affable, and he enjoyed what he did, and that extended to the sports side of his practice, where he was a team physician for many of the professional teams. He was a team physician for the Chicago Bears, and he was a team physician for the Chicago Cubs, which he continued throughout his lifetime. He shared the medical coverage of the Chicago Cubs with the Associate Dean at the medical school at Northwestern, Dr. Jake Suker. Dr. Jake Suker was involved with the hire of Dr. Schafer as chairman of the Department of Orthopedic Surgery. And I still remember a photograph in Dr. Schafer's office signed by Dr. Suker saying that the hire of Dr. Schafer as the chair of orthopedic surgery was the best decision Dr. Suker ever made. I think many of us would agree with that. So then Dr. Schafer continued in his practice, which was primarily spine deformity, and he had a significant practice in this area of scoliosis and spine deformity. It influenced many of us going forward, including myself. So I'm very grateful for the training environment that Dr. Schafer developed for us at that time, and early on in his chairmanship, he was more of a player coach, and it allowed all of us to develop our skills and our confidence in our abilities throughout the years and beyond. On behalf of myself and Dr. Rick Sasso, who are the co-chairs or co-champions of this effort of recognition as a pillar, the American Orthopedic Association for Dr. Schafer, we would also like to thank the many contributors who helped push forward the attainment of this recognition for Dr. Schafer. So we thank all of the contributors for all of their efforts and goodwill with respect to this recognition. So thank you all.
I'm Naseem Rana. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I spent 46 years at Northwestern, 4 years as a resident and 42 years on the faculty at Northwestern University, and also as attending staff at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. I got to know Mike Schafer as a resident, then as a colleague and a partner in practice. We were in the chairman's office as a geographical full-time people, and we were partnered together for about 6 years before Mike became chairman in 1980. Then he opened his own office. He was the first full-time salaried chairman at Northwestern University and Northwestern Memorial Hospital. Mike had a lot of abilities, but the best I would think I know him for his ability to get the people together. When he became chairman, we had 5 different offices, 5 different practices, and few independent solo practitioners at Northwestern. Then about whole sort of people on the faculty at the affiliated hospitals. He had the ability to get everybody together only for one sole purpose, which was to educate the medical students and train the orthopedic surgeons. Mike was also a very affable person. He was easy to get along with, easy to talk to. You could just walk in the office and talk to him. You didn't have to make any appointments. And he was very fair to everybody. The other thing he'll remember for his contribution towards the education of the medical students and the residents. He was able to start the what we call the Saturday morning conference, where all the different faculties members from different hospitals came over. It was a specialty-oriented meeting and was good for the residents. He also started the thesis day. And as you know, he was educated through and through. He was on many education committees of the AOA and the Academy. He was also chairman of the education committee for almost 5 years. He reviewed residency programs. He also has a busy private practice. And because of his commitment to education for the medical students and the residents, and his person as a leadership role, because of his role in education and his training the orthopedic residents and the medical students, and his leadership role, he was the recipient of the most prestigious award called the Tipton Award. Mike was also a family man. They raised 5 children and I think 15 or 16 grandchildren. Mike was a busy man. Mike, as a chairman, was on the several committees of the university, Northwest Memorial Hospital. Then he was on several committees of the Academy and also the AOA. But not only that, he was the team physician for the Cubs and the Bears. But I don't know how he found the time, but he made sure that he was available for all the sports events and the social events of his children and grandchildren. And his wife Eileen was the glue to the family. She was what I call a professional babysitter. She was available for anybody who needed help. At the end, I would say that not bad for a guy who came from a small town of Peoria, Illinois. He survived poliomyelitis and the iron lung, came to Northwestern as an intern. Then he became resident, then eventually attending, and then chairman.